Budget Process Examination Phase 1, Revenue. This report is part of a multi-year phased approach to examine government's budget process. In this first report, we examine the economic and revenue forecast processes in government's Budget and Fiscal Plan 2014-2015 to 2016-2017, which was tabled in the legislature on February 18, 2014. Next year, we will examine the expenditure budget processes and related forecasts in government's 2015-2016 to 2017-2018 Budget and Fiscal Plan. As the nonpartisan independent auditor of the Legislative Assembly, the Auditor General audits the government reporting entity. This consists of ministries, crown corporations, and other government organizations, such as universities, colleges, school districts, health authorities, and similar organizations that are controlled by or accountable to the provincial government. The Office of the Auditor General serves the people of British Columbia and their elected representatives by conducting independent audits and advising on how well government is managing its responsibilities and resources. Under the Auditor General Act, the Auditor General conducts and reports on both financial audits and performance or value for money audits. The budget is one of government's key accountability documents, which always draws a lot of public interest. We wanted to provide an independent examination of the budgeting process to give MLAs and the public assurance that the budget is based on sound processes. Again, this first piece of work looked at one specific component of the government's budget process: revenue forecasts. In BC, the annual budget process is coordinated by Treasury Board staff at the Ministry of Finance. The process involves more than 150 government organizations who prepare their individual budgets, which are then consolidated into government's annual budget documents. Forecasts in the budget rely on assumptions of future economic activity. The Ministry of Finance, Economic Forecasting and Analysis Branch is responsible for developing economic forecasts that support significant components of the budget. Two of the main outputs of the annual budget process are the 3-year Budget and Fiscal Plan and the main estimates, which are tabled in the Legislative Assembly. We examined and provide assurance on the systems, methodologies, and processes used by the Ministry of Finance in preparing the economic and revenue forecasts in the Budget and Fiscal Plan. Our 4 criteria for this examination were developed using the assurance standards for future-oriented financial information issued by CPA Canada, as well as applicable requirements of the Budget Transparency and Accountability Act and the Balanced Budget and Ministerial Accountability Act. Auditors generally deal with past transactions and events. A budget is a forward-looking document that relies on forecasts of future economic activity. One thing is certain: the actual results will vary from the budget estimates, and the variances might be significant. Therefore, our examination cannot provide assurance on whether government will achieve their economic, revenue, or surplus forecasts. We concluded that the key economic and revenue assumptions used in government's 2014-15 to 2016-17 Budget and Fiscal Plan are suitably supported, reflect expected economic conditions, are consistent with government's plans, and provide a reasonable basis for the forecast. We also found that the forecasts accurately reflect the key assumptions. For the presentation and disclosure in the Budget and Fiscal Plan, we concluded that the Budget and Fiscal Plan allows for comparison with the actual results in the summary financial statements. We also found the current level of disclosure provides a good foundation for readers to assess the risks associated with the revenue forecasts. Many of the disclosures set out in the CPA Canada standards are included within the Budget and Fiscal Plan. We also found that the Budget and Fiscal Plan provides good discussion on the risks to economic growth. Further, Appendix Table A5 in the Budget and Fiscal Plan provides detailed information on the key economic assumptions for significant revenue sources. That said, we recommended a few areas where government could enhance the disclosures in the Budget and Fiscal Plan. Finally, we examined all the requirements of the legislation as they relate to economic and revenue forecasting for the Budget and Fiscal Plan. We did not identify any significant instances of non-compliance. While our overall conclusion from the examination was positive, we did make 3 recommendations for the Ministry of Finance. These recommendations focus on improvements to the information presented in the annual Budget and Fiscal Plan to assist readers in better understanding the risks and sensitivities underlying the revenue forecasts. Our thanks to the Ministry of Finance staff for their cooperation with this project. To read this report and our other publications, or for more information about our office, please visit our website at www.bcauditor.com.